What's going on, you guys? So check it right. As we all know by now, Zoocci Coke Dope is currently facing some label problems, but it hasn't stopped them from working on some new music. I mean, as it stands right now, we've seen him in the studio with some noticeable individuals such as Diamonds and 25K, who are his artists at Piff Audio. We've also seen him with AKA and Frank Casino, who hasn't really been a part of the SA hip-hop scene for a while now. So for him to be seen in the studio with Zoocci, while it's a dope side and it has me curious as to what they're actually working on, especially with AKA in the mix. I mean, a track with the Super Mega himself on some Zoocci production, while it's definitely got me intrigued. Now, some other artists that Zoocci has been working with are Maglera Dope Boy, as well as the piano hit maker Young Stunner. Now, I'm not sure if it's a case of Zoocci hopping onto piano and trying to be even more versatile, or is it Young Stunner hopping onto hip-hop? Whichever it is, it's going to be interesting to see what direction they take with this one. Now, with all that said, it's clear that Zoocci is working on some new music, and it must be noted that he has a new album dropping next year. Now, a few weeks back, we had Zoocci come out with a post on IG for his birthday, where he went on to say, "Older, wiser and stronger. God, my daughter, my family, my brothers, the fans, fellow artists and just life. Thankful for everything." I had paragraphs, but it gets old. God knows your heart. Believe in yourself. Always stand for the right thing and work harder than anybody you know. Your good heart is going to break a million times, but stay strong and keep going. My next album is called The Mad King ZOOLOO. Time reveals everything, and what happens in the dark will come to light. The day that album comes out will symbolize a lot of things for me and my supporters. Hold it down till then. I promise it's worth it. You have a good heart, but you're not weak. Don't allow yourself to be a victim. Get up and stand for what you believe in. Thank you for all the wishes and the kind words. Now, some really powerful words from Zoocci. As I said earlier, he's currently facing some label issues, and I'm sure it can't be easy for him right now. Hence him advocating for his fans to stand for the right thing and stay strong and keep going. Now, the album title is called The Mad King ZOOLOO, and Zoocci speaks more on this in another post where he went on to say, "This is a true villain origin story. I live true to the message I've carried throughout all the music I've released, and when I come back, I'll come back as a product of what I've been forced to be. To my supporters, I want to thank y'all, and I want y'all to hold it down to the arrival of the Mad King ZOOLOO." So the Mad King ZOOLOO is a true villain origin story, and it seems like this wasn't the route he wanted to take, but unfortunately is a product of what he's been forced to become. Now, I'm sure you guys know that saying, you either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. Now, I mean, this would make sense considering that he's in a label dispute, with him being forced against his will to stay partnered up with Stay Low. We've seen him express that he feels like a slave and wants out, which I'm sure has affected his mindset. Now, with this villain arc he's about to go on, I'm just wondering if it's going to affect the artists that Stay Low, considering that he's been helping them since partnering up with the label. But with the disputes he has with them, will he no longer want to do them a favor by taking away the production and engineering privileges he once gave them? I guess only time will tell. So since he hasn't been able to get his way with Stay Low, I'm sure he finally reached his breaking point, hence the next album being a true villain origin story. And we all know Zoocci for being vulnerable and self-introspective in his music, with him also talking his shit at times. I mean, his previous projects are all examples of that, and I don't see this album being any different. I'm expecting a dark, cruel sound in the production, with some deep, self-reflective content and just an overall great sounding album. I mean, Zoocci has always been able to deliver, and I'm sure this will be no different. According to him, he wants to drop the album on the 27th of April, which happens to be Freedom Day here in SA, which embraces the freedom of Black South Africans. So considering that Zoocci feels restricted and wants out from his partnership, the album dropping on Freedom Day is very significant and plays into everything he's currently going through. So hopefully Zoocci is able to fulfill everything he needs to in order to drop the album, because I'm definitely looking forward to it. Comment down below if you guys are as well. Also, let me know what you think about everything surrounding the album, as well as the potential features we could have. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.